You can design the perfect encounter and still pick the wrong monster. Hey everyone, I'm Zaklis, a D&D Dungeon Master and World Builder. Monsters are not obstacles or stat blocks, they are design. So let's talk about how to use them properly. This video is about three things: picking the right monster, modifying monsters, and briefly creating your own. Now let's be clear, I'm not a combat-heavy DM. For me, combat needs a point. If it doesn't push something forward, I'd rather just cut it. However, D&D is a combat-heavy system, so if you wanna run some combat, best to put some serious thoughts into it. When I say picking, I don't mean flipping through the monster list and grabbing something with the right CR. I mean choosing intentionally. There are three lenses that I use, sometimes individually, sometimes mixed together. Your players just leveled up, or they bought new gear, or they're getting cocky. You want to test them, or let them flex. These are player-focused encounters. So what matters here is the stat block, especially the abilities. If your wizard just unlocked counter spell, maybe throw in some casters. If your paladin just got a big smite spike, maybe give them a big tank to wail into. This is where mechanical awareness matters, not creativity, not lore, mechanics. Sometimes you pick based on the environment. This is where biology matters. Monster biology. Where does this creature live? How does it hunt? Does it travel in packs? Is it territorial? You're picking based on ecological logic. If the party is in ancient ruins under a desert, the creature there should make sense. Either naturally evolved to survive there, or clearly not supposed to be there. And if they're not supposed to be there, that's a story hook. Sometimes you pick a monster because of what it represents, not the biome or the numbers, but the meaning. I once placed an aboleth under a city, not as a boss fight, not as a sewer horror, but as an ancient intelligence the party needed answers from. I could have used a wizard, a beholder, a mind flayer, any smart creature would have worked. I chose aboleth because of its lore. These creatures don't just live long, they inherit memory. Every generation carries the knowledge of the previous one, literally. That made it perfect. When you pick based on lore, you can blend it with your world's canon. That's how you can break cliches without being random. The monster becomes part of your narrative architecture. Even if you pick the right monster, it might be slightly off. Good, modify it. Same three lenses. Easy as fun. Adjust HP, damage, AC, add or remove an ability. Just don't create something that breaks the internal logic of the creature. This is where it gets interesting. If a desert creature shows up in the Arctic, you need a reason. Subspecies, mutation, magical corruption, planar rift. Biological changes must have either ecological reasons or narrative reasons, preferably both. This is the heavy one. Do this rarely and deliberately, because you are changing how the creature exists in your world, and that shifts perception at the table. In my own setting, Gravenmar, I fundamentally changed the Aarakocra. Different life cycle, different cultural logic, different alignment trends. This is not a tweak, it's a world-building decision. Do it carefully. This part is simpler than people think. Stats, learn from the official design. CR math exists. Info, study existent creatures and monsters, and a bit of real-life biology. Lore, that is all you. Just keep it consistent. If your world says magic mutates wildlife near ley lines, then the monsters you create should reflect that. New monsters shouldn't feel like fan fiction. They should feel born from your world. Monsters aren't just numbers. They're pressure, they're world building, they're narrative tools. If combat matters, then the creatures at the center of it should matter too. Otherwise, you're spending table time on something that didn't deserve it. If you've got your own monster philosophy, drop them in the comments. I'm genuinely curious on how other DMs approach this. And if you like more session design stuff like this, subscribe.